You know, Michael and I had a really fun trip there. He and I kind of compete against each other, and it's the same way that any two guys that get together. Each one of them kind of wants to win, and they want to have success overall in the boat, but I want to catch a few more than he does, and he wants to catch a few more than I do. Michael is fun to fish with, and I love when I get a bite, and he loves when he gets a bite. And so we just had a good, really fun day. Right before we went out, I put my big crankbait box in the boat. But I really didn't know that it would work. I've never caught them here this time of year cranking. I had no thought that, besides just the maybe fleeting thought that it might work, but it wasn't something that I was really thinking of. And the first point we get out on, we catch like 3. Michael, that's the way I like it. Starting out a little bit ahead of you. First fish of the day.
Typical.
Big crankbait. Kind of on a main lake point. Not a huge one, but a bass. That's 5 minutes into the day and we got a bite. That's always good.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Looks like a little nicer one.
That's pretty nice.
A little chunker.
I'll take it. Not a bad one.
That's not bad. Good way to start.
That's absolutely a good way to start.
Now we've been out here about 8 minutes and caught
2 fish. It's really not bad.
I mean, the thing about it is I'm sitting here, the wheels are turning right now. Maybe I ought to be doing something else. I feel like we ought to be catching them better than this. We got to kind of get going.
I'm pretty good right now.
Yeah, it's fun to get a bite. He's not hooked very good. I think I can get it though. Yeah. Right hooks for the jig.
Might have to get a picture with that one.
You think we need one? All right, we'll get a picture of him, even though we've only been out here 10 or 15 minutes. Not a bad fish.
Well, now, as we've seen time and time again, Clark doesn't like to stay in one spot for too long. So after having some luck fishing crankbaits in about 13 to 16 feet of water, he decided to move up shallow to a pocket of the lake with lots of thick timber all around. The bait to throw here in my mind this time of year is a wacky worm. I like throwing a Strike King Ocho. I was throwing a 5-inch Ocho, and the thing about it is you just gotta fish it really, really slow. I actually put a nail in the head of mine. Michael didn't have a nail in his, and I might have got a few more bites. Basically, the nail, you put it in the head and it just sinks the bait just a little bit faster. The whole key to that presentation is slow, slow, slow. That fish actually hit it, and then I was about to jerk it, he dropped it, picked it back up. I guess I'm thankful he did. Well, I'm enjoying 2 things, Michael. First of all, I'm getting more bites than you. That's always a good thing. Got to keep you in check.
I mean, I'm fishing against the AOY over here. Surely you should have some kind of edge over me. I should have a handicap going into this day.
Well, I'll give you a handicap.
Well, yeah, now that you're already winning.
You know, probably the highlight of my day was when Michael hooks a fish and on the exact same cast, and I just had happened to make the exact same cast, I hook one also, because as soon as we got 2 coming in at the same time, I pretty much know the next cast we're gonna catch another one. I mean, it's the way it is. 2, I mean, 1 might be an accident, 2 almost never is. And so I knew we were about to whack them.
Pretty good one. I have to give you yours bigger though.
Heck yeah, it's bigger. Well, you got the first bite, and you got them excited.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and let that one go, I guess. I thought mine was bigger because he was kind of foul hooked on the bottom. I had him on the outside of the mouth.
If we could just kind of continue to do that, that'd be pretty nice.
That'd be really nice. There's one.
Really?
Yep.
Sure enough, I guess we're almost on top of the school. He was almost right underneath us.
He was definitely right underneath us. It was coming up. That's pretty fun.
There's one.
There's one.
I mean, we just finally found the right school.
It just takes time. Get up here. That's cheating. That's totally cheating.
This is one thing that happens, Michael. We've done it before. I don't know that we've ever done it pre-spawn like this, but
No.
but we've done it in the summer lots of times where when you kind of find that right cast, and you just sit there and cast after cast. There's one. Every cast.
Apparently you've got the right cast down.
Yeah, it's definitely feeling pretty good. Look at this one, inhaled it.
Well, in a final push before the day's end, Clark and Michael kept up their fish catch and tear and reeled in fish after fish until it was Michael who reeled in the best one of the day.
Maybe he's good.
They might be. I'd like to see him, I can tell you that. Or he just...
Maybe he's like real good. That's, I guess, the best one of the day, I think.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one. You want me to grab him?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. Get to try my expertise here.
Get you a little practice on this. Heck yeah. Take him for sure.
Heck yeah, that's a good one.
Heck yeah. You know, it's hard picking a highlight out of a day like that because we had a great flurry. I had a great time with Clark. The weather was perfect. It was one of those trips where everything was just right. We had a great time and we caught some nice fish.